Piano-Play-It.com. Shoo-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo-ya, shoo-be-doo-de-doo-de-doo-de, shoo-doo-be-doo, shoo-da-ba-doo-da-boo-ow, sha-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-da, shoo-doo-be-doo, shoo-da-ba-doo-da-boo-ya, shoo-be-doo-doo-de-doo-de-doo-de, shoo-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shoulda ba da da ba da ya da ba da ya da do da do da do da ba. Shoulda ba da wow. Shoulda ba da 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 ba ba ba. Hi, welcome back to another free piano lesson by Piano-Play-It.com. This is David here, and today we're going to talk about the piano blues chord progressions. What we're going to do is take the simple form of the 12-bar blues with only 3 degrees and perform harmonical changes by adding 2 5-chord progressions, turnaround and replacements of subdominants and such in order to complicate the blues, to make it more complicated, until I'm going to teach you how to play the bebop blues, which I demonstrated at the beginning of this piano lesson. Lots to do, let's not talk and start getting to work. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to introduce you again to the 12-bar blues as it is in its most simple form. So I'm going to take a blues, a 12-bar blues in the C major scale. And the thing is, the 12-bar blues is built out of 3 degrees. So we're starting with the first degree, and we do it 4 times. I'm already going to add the 7th note, so I'm going to play 7th, C7th, because I already showed it to you in the previous lesson. So we're starting with C7th chord 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 bars of F7, which is the 4th degree. Let me show you. So this is C major chord. We build the chord by placing thirds upon the root note, and then we go to the 4th degree. So 1, 2, 3, 4. F is the 4th degree in a C major scale. And so we have 4 bars of C major. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we move to F7, 2 bars, and back to C, so it's the 1st degree again. Then we go to G7. Okay, I'm already playing it in the correct chord inversion, so this is the 3rd chord inversion. F, G, B, and D, and G in the left hand. And this is the 5th degree, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the dominant, the 10th chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the 4th degree, and then we go 2 times to C7. Okay, so from this simple blues form, we're going to perform changes in order to make it more interesting. The first change we're going to make is replace the last C chord. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and now we have another C chord, and we play a C chord when we end up the blues. But what happens if we want to go to another verse of the 12-bar blues? Then we have to play the dominant, so we go back to the 5th. Okay, this allows us to create tension back to the 1st degree again, because that's what the dominant does. It creates tension towards the tonic, which is the 1st degree of the blues form of each blues. Okay, so let me show you the last line again. So we were with the 5th degree, I went to the 4th, from 1st degree I go again to 5th degree, and then top, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this was the first change, and now we're going to the second. Now, do you notice that the blues starts with 4 times C7? 4 times you play the 1st degree. This could be rather dull actually. It is often played in the simple blues, but one of the first changes that people performed was replacing the 2nd chord of C7 with the fourth degree. Okay? Now the function of the fourth degree is to sustain, okay? It doesn't have a feeling of a tension, so it doesn't really changes everything. It's just a replacement chord to the tonic. It's sort of subdominant, that's why it's called so, okay? So I'm starting with the first degree, and then I move to the fourth and back to first, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then again 2 bars of fourth degree and back to C major, the first degree. I move to G, 2, 3, 5th, then 4th, and back to 1, and I go to another round, and again. This is called the fast change, when you go to the 4th and back. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th degree, and then I go back. Okay? So this is the next change. The next change we're going to perform sits in the 4th bar of the blues. So we start with the first degree, then we perform the fast change and back. And now we have another bar of C7, rather dull, huh? What can we do with it? Okay, what we can do is add the second degree to C7. We already talked about the function of a C major chord with an added 7th as a blue note. Alright? But this is not the case in the 4th bar of the blues. Here, the C7th turns to be the dominant 7th chord of F7. How do I know? Because I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has all the rules. It is a major chord and a 7th chord with it, okay? So in the 4th bar, the chord becomes functional. And as I showed you before in the chord substitutions chord, it is also possible to add to that chord its second, to perform a 2-5 chord progression. So instead of playing C7 in the 4th bar going to F, I'm going to do a 2-5 chord in the 4th bar towards the F7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fast change and back. And now I'm going to play G minor 7th, okay? G, B flat, D and F, and G in the left hand. That will go to C7th, which was the original chord in the 4th bar. So I simply added the G minor 7th. And what is it? It's the second degree from F point of view, you see? 2, 5, 1. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bars of F, 2, 2, 2, and back to C7th. Okay, so that was that change. So let's move on to the next change. So we started with C7th, move to the 4th, 2, 3, and back to C7th, 4th bar, G minor 7th, C7th, going to F7, 2 bars, and back to C7th. And now we're going to create another 2-5 chord progression from the 9th bar through the 10th bar all the way to the 11th bar, where we reach again the C major, right? What is this 2-5 chord progression to C major? The second degree of C is D minor, and I can add the 7th if I'd like. Then I have G7th and back to C7th. Okay, so in the original blues we played here G7th, 2, 3, move to F7th. This is one chord progression and back to C7th. But now we are talking about 2-5 chord progressions. So in the 9th bar I'm going to play D minor 7th to G7th and back to C. To another round I'm going to G7th. Alright, and then another round. Okay, so I'm going to quit this piano lesson in here because it's too long for YouTube, but if you want to watch the rest of this piano tutorial, click on the link on the right or below, depends on when you're watching, and go to the Piano Blues chord progressions page where you get the full piano lesson with extra written explanations and piano tabs of the blues chord progressions, and you're going to enjoy it. It's all for free, and I hope to see you over there. Bye! Piano-Play-It.com